Hello everyone. Welcome to the World News. Now today the whole world is talking about a major geopolitical development. North Korea will send troops to the Ukraine war. Here you will see British media, Indian media, everyone is writing about this. That the world is on the brink. Now again look, I have to add this a little. Many news portals of Western media are saying that now World War III has started. This is the scenario of World War III. I will still not call it World War III. It is not at all. Like we are heading towards World War III. World War altogether is different. They're massive countries like Africa, India, China, and the entire American continent, North America, South America all get involved. So it is understandable that will be genuinely a world war. I can call it a global war. Because now countries from many continents are getting involved here. And the entry of North Korea is a big surprise. And I would also say that it is a geopolitical masterstroke by Russia. Here you will see that Ukrainian media has also written about it. Pyongyang, which is the capital of North Korea. They have said that by next month, North Korean soldiers will stand with Russian soldiers. And both will fight together against Ukraine. When the Pentagon was asked that if North Korea and Russian soldiers fight together against Ukraine, does it mean that American soldiers will also be seen in Ukraine tomorrow? Or the rest of the European countries will also say that? Now look, Russia has also brought its friends. We will also have to help Ukraine by sending our soldiers here. Will such a scenario be created? So the Pentagon has said this for now, that the reports that are coming are that North Korea will send its soldiers to Ukraine. This is something that USA is keeping an eye on, what developments happen. And they also added that according to them, now US will talk in a demoralizing manner. US will talk in such a way that the morale of North Korean soldiers will drop. So when the Pentagon was asked what the North Korean soldiers will do, they said that the Russians will use them as cannon fodder. Cannon fodder means that they will be sent ahead to face bullets. The Russian soldiers will stay right behind. When the threat is over, when the high-level violence is over, then the Russian soldiers will come to capture the land. This is of course what USA says. We don't know what the ground reality will be. Now here, you can ask a very genuine question. But how will North Korea do this suddenly? How is this possible? Well, I will explain to you. I had uploaded a video a few days ago. In that video, I told you that Vladimir Putin has gone to North Korea. He has been given a grand welcome. And North Korea and Russia have signed a very important defense pact there. I remember there was a comment in that video. In that someone was saying that how can you call this decision a game-changing move? How did this become a game-changer? North Korea is so far. Russia is so far. Okay, even if they sign a defense pact, what will be the impact? Look, I will say one thing here. Vladimir Putin must have many faults. Is he corruption-free? Absolutely not. Does he support democracy? Absolutely not. Vladimir Putin must have all the shortcomings the world. But you will hardly find a bigger grandmaster than him in geopolitics, who has been leading his country for a long time. Because what has happened here? That Russia has signed this pact with North Korea. That if any country is attacked, then the other country will come in support of that country. This pact seems to have been activated. Because this thing is clearly written in the military treaty. In the event that any one of the two sides is put in a state of war. Now here you can ask a question, but state of war was written, right? But Russia says that we are conducting a special operation in Ukraine. Now where did this state of war come from? Look, in March 2024, Russia officially said this for the first time. That Russia is in a state of war. So you can say, yes, absolutely, this military treaty, by default it has been activated. And under this, North Korea will send its soldiers legally. I would say if you look at it according to the treaties. So it is legitimate, whatever North Korea is doing. It will be completely considered a valid action under the treaty. It is not that suddenly Kim Jong-un is saying to send some soldiers to Russia. So this is a proper strategic move. In return of which, I am assuming that tensions are going to increase between North Korea and South Korea. I will tell you the reason for this. Obviously Russia will now supply very advanced weapons to North Korea. And in response to that, South Korea will start supplying weapons to Ukraine. Although it will not make any difference, it will be just a token symbol. Because Ukraine is already getting a lot of weapons. From US. From Europe. But South Korea will also start doing this. In response to that, there is a possibility that Russian Navy will also scare South Korea a little. So tensions are definitely going to increase in Korean Peninsula and Eastern Europe. You can say that. This is a historic game-changer move. North Korean soldiers have never come so close to the border of Ukraine in history. And it is not that North Korea is only sending soldiers to Russia. North Korea has earlier also sent 2 million rounds of artillery ammunition to Russia. 2 million rounds are not less. Russia will use this weapon for many months. Now you can ask a question here. What will be the impact of all this on the rest of the world? Look, it is definitely going to have an impact on the world. The next month of July 2024 will be very special. Because after a long wait of 4 years, Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of India. He will go to Russia. PM Modi is a very influential leader in the world. Whereas Russia and Ukraine treat him as their good friend. He was the person who directly tell Putin that this is not an era of war. He can make peace deal between Russia and Ukraine. Recently PM Modi went to Italy to attend the G7 summit. But after winning elections, this will be his first bilateral visit to any country. It will be to Russian Federation. And when the US was asked that Russia is doing very bad things in Ukraine, in collaboration with North Korea, now they will attack Ukraine and Russia is building alliances with all the enemy countries of USA. So if Prime Minister Modi goes to Russia, can any solution be found from this? So the spokesperson of USA became completely silent. He said one thing that, till it is not confirmed publicly that Prime Minister Modi will go to Russia, I will not comment. Whereas if you look from the Russian side, they have already started preparations for welcoming Prime Minister Modi. Let me tell you, there will be a very grand welcome for the Indian Prime Minister in Russia. Because Russia will want to show the world that look, the Prime Minister of the world's largest democracy comes to our country. We are not isolated at all. We have very special and deep relations with many countries globally. So the coming few months are going to be very interesting. Next month, North Korean soldiers will reach the Russian-Ukrainian border and they will engage in war. And PM Modi is also going to Russia next month. It will be very interesting to see. Obviously, I will keep bringing you videos related to the updates that come. And if you want such informative videos, then subscribe this channel. And with this note, this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. And as I always say, may the gods watch over you.